Hello. I've been feeling a bit weird. Nothing probably highlights that more than the fact that I've decided to film in the kitchen today. Here I am in a Sabrina the Teenage Witch t-shirt, filming in the kitchen. These are just some ideas that I had. I was just, you know, spitballing, brainstorming, throwing my hat in the ring. And for some reason, rather than just sitting down and filming the same things that I always film, it seemed like a top drawer idea for me to be in the kitchen today. That's the point we're at right now. For a good 2 weeks now, I've just been eyeing up my camera, giving it a little bit of a side eye. This is also how I flirt. I've been eyeballing my camera and thinking, I should really have a chat with you. It's like that weird enemy that you've got from school. They pop up on your maybe you should be friends page every so often on Facebook and stuff. People you might know, and you think, oh yes, I do know you. I know you all too well, but I don't want to talk to you. I've been looking at it every single day for a fortnight and I've thought, no, not today. Try again later, better luck next time. Hasta la vista, baby. If you've been around here for a long time, you'll know that this is an annual celebration. That we celebrate like Christmas around here, where all of a sudden YouTube becomes the world's most terrifying thing. My brain decides on my behalf that I am absolutely no good at this, that I contribute nothing to the world, and that I shouldn't be doing this anymore. That's the positive note that I've been on. It's a real trip here. The weather's beautiful. Why don't you come stay? But you know what? Enough's enough. Sometimes you just gotta get over yourself, haven't you? You just gotta make yourself an iced latte, listen to a bit of soft cell, and get over yourself. So that's what we're doing today. That's my new life advice for anyone who's on the precipice of some kind of crisis. The third ingredient for overcoming any fairly major existential crisis, as anybody knows, is food. I mean, that's how we've got to the point that we're at today in all aspects, really. All aspects of everything about myself is that food is the answer to everything. This got deep. A little baking session always proves to be a bit therapeutic for me. I suppose it's because I'm following clear instructions, which is a life that I've chosen not to give myself. My life comes with no instructions anymore. So maybe I take solace in the fact that baking does. So ladies, that's what we're doing today. We're gradually overcoming an existential crisis, hand in hand together, and we're also making some lemon drizzle cake because when in doubt, drizzle it. And this might make you think I'm weird. This might make you think I'm super weird. Have you seen any of my other videos ever? What's that famous Marilyn Monroe quote? If you can't handle me at my lemon drizzle existential crisis video, then you sure as hell don't deserve me in my one joke a minute try on video. As any sensible adult will tell you, there is only one website to go to when it comes to recipes. That's trusty BBC Good Food. Never lets me down. People come and go. BBC Good Food remains. And it's a Paul Hollywood recipe. Lucy, your lemon drizzle's overworked. I have already been to Tesco's and purchased my ingredients. We're all stocked up, just needed a bit of unsalted butter really. Already had a lot of it because this tends to be the cake that I make when life is falling apart around me. So the cupboards are usually well stocked with lemon drizzle ingredients. Tesco let me down on the lemon front, which is a real problem when you want to make lemon cake. I did actually contemplate just buying a bottle of lemon juice and hoping for the best, but I thought if it goes wrong, this could be the final straw. So I just went to the fruit and veg shop down the road actually, and he was very nice. He gave me 4 lemons for £1. Why am I telling you this? Just as a little cherry on top of this whole scenario, my camera is probably for the best, deciding it doesn't really want to focus on my face today. I feel you, camera. I feel that on a spiritual level. Every time I look in the mirror I think I'm going to put my autofocus over here. I'm debating moving you. I mean emotionally and physically. Okay, that's the one. Now we're cooking on gas. We're actually cooking at a 180-degree fan oven. Right, what am I doing? I mean, that's the question that's brought me here to this video today, actually. What am I doing? What? What am I doing? This is what I'm doing. This is what I've chosen to do. Am I okay? 70 grams of butter and 120 grams of caster sugar. Do you think I would have made a good Blue Peter presenter? And maybe I've told this story before. I did actually decide that I wanted to be a Blue Peter presenter. Filled in the very extensive application process. Never known a job application like it. And then obviously you have to make yourself sound like a very well-rounded person with many hobbies and interests. That's why it took me so long, because I had to get very creative. Anyway, I never heard back from them. I read on a forum when I was really obsessed with the process that apparently you get one phone call. This is a bit threatening. You get one phone call. Maybe this is why I was not selected to be a Blue Peter presenter. You get one phone call, and if you miss the phone call, that's it. That's your Blue Peter dream over. And I missed a phone call during a lecture from an unknown number. I can only presume it was Katie Hill herself. Missed what could have been the greatest opportunity, all because I was in some lecture probably about John Donne on my first son. English literature in the house. 70 grams of pure unsalted lard. You'll find it in the rear of my jeans. You know what? That's 80 rather than 70, but a little bit of lard never hurt nobody. There's my body confidence message for everybody today. A little bit of lard this summer never hurt nobody. If you continue to be subscribed after this video, we're true mates. True mates. Really need to take the bin out. Just letting you know that. Don't worry, YouTubers might seem to have the perfect life, but I should have taken the bin out maybe 2 days ago. There's a cat hair in my butter. Sounds like an Arctic Monkey song. There's a cat hair in the butter of the crazy girl who lives across the road. Would you like to come for a pint with me? I'm Alex Turner. I used to be sound, now I'm really weird. Butter, creamed, eggs, ready to crack. Gretchen Wiener's had cracked. Here's when she meets Prince Charming. Now it's no wonder that her name means beauty. Very important to keep on top of hand washing during your baking session. I'll be using Mr. Tickle Edition Carex. I don't think so. While I fold in my eggs here and attempt to not throw them over myself, let me take you on a little trip down memory lane of the past 2 weeks. I went to Glastonbury. That was the last I spoke to you, I think. I suppose the main development from that is that since I came back, which is like 2 weeks ago now, I have literally been broken. I think maybe I went slightly too hard. I came back with incredible amounts of sunburn, like truly unrivaled, unbelievable Jeff levels of sunburn. Turns out basically putting yourself in the oven at a festival and turning the heat up to high to develop a crispy skin on the outer layer leaves you a little drained. It was no real fault of my own either. I was sun-creamed up to the gods. I was just very, very exposed to sunlight in various locations for the entire time. And this looks a bit lumpy. The worst part of that being, A, my face felt like it was going to fall off, and also my scalp was maybe the most burnt part of myself, and as a result of that I've literally shed an entire head's worth of skin. You love beauty videos with me, right? Which made me feel reptilious. Reptilious. I was a reptile. So that wasn't great. My face really hurt. I came back with eye infection, not just one eye, both eyes. Not really sure what that was, but I mean, not washing for 6 days, it'll do that to you. It'll get you. It'll get those eyeballs. So I've literally also looked like a demon for half of the time, which meant that A, I didn't want to get on camera, but also couldn't get on camera because you'd just be like, are you high? Lizard head, face falling off, demon himself, eyeballs. I've also had a disgusting cold, which we all know. The most common of illnesses that will wipe you out still in 2019. I can't believe we haven't discovered something to get rid of the cold yet. What are you doing? Work on that. Here's the real crux of the trip to Glastonbury. So I didn't have a phone for 6 days. I didn't take one with me. I decided that I wanted to do the entire thing without feeling obliged to share my experience online. And I didn't want to have to be nagging Adam and my friends to keep taking photos of me and show my outfits and stuff. Like, I just wanted to be there and to have a really good time with people that I love. So that's what I did. I went phoneless for 6 days and I loved it. 140 grams of fleur. Le fleur, je m'appelle Fleur. Fleur de la cour. I'd say the majority of my friends, the vast majority actually, aren't really like internet people. Like, they don't use Instagram and they don't tweet and they don't, you know, feel the need to overshare every small detail of their life. What? Me? It gave me a very stark reminder that actually people do that. People don't share every single detail of everything that they experience and enjoy. So that was an interesting little reminder. Then obviously came back after 6 days and turned my phone back on and got back to the day job. I know a lot of you do care. I can tell by the lovely, thoughtful comments that you guys very graciously take the time to leave on every video, that a lot of you do care. But actually, what I mean by it is, in the grand scheme of things, like, no one cares. In the grand scheme of the universe, this tiny rectangle here that I provide online doesn't really matter. Like, there's so much pressure and obligation to be very open and honest and a constant presence on the internet when this becomes a significant portion of your income. And that's very constant, and then to have that suddenly gone for like a week with literally no digital presence of any kind made me realise, actually, what I make, does it really matter? Is there actually a whole lot of point to it? The answer is no. The answer is, I don't really think it does. So A, the angle that you can then take to look at that with is loosen up a bit. Loosen up a bit with how much I worry about it, loosen up a bit with how much I overthink it, loosen up a bit with overthinking literally every single piece of content I ever make. Actually, when you cut it down to what it is, nobody's life was affected by the fact that I disappeared off the face of the earth for a week and just hung around with the real people that are in my real life. It didn't really matter. So the sudden contrast of then not having that for a week and also not really missing it, I don't know, what does that mean? That's the question that then puts me into this. What does that mean? What does that mean about my choices? What does that mean about the life that I'm... I told you this was going to get deep. What does that mean about the life that I am creating for myself and the choices that I'm making? I'm overstirring this cake mix to within an inch of its life. So that's the nice normal headspace that I've been in for a couple of weeks now. I might give you a small insight. I'm somewhere in this strange limbo of overthinking everything to painful point of detail, and also being so carelessly ready to just make whatever I want to make because actually it doesn't really matter in the slightest. I think the weird thing is that it matters a lot to a small number of people and then matters not at all to a large number of people. Does this make any sense? No. Please excuse me for one moment while I zest. Look away, avert your eyes while I zest. Ooh, that smells delicious. That smells like what I want my brain to feel like right now. That smells invigorated, refreshed, clear, delightful, bright. They're all the things that I aspire to be. Inspiration for us all. I feel like the more I'm talking about this, the more I'm going to be digging myself into a hole of confusion. Basically, I'm just questioning, like, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? There does come a point with that kind of thinking though, where you have to just stop. You have to just stop, and I think that's maybe the point that I've reached today. I've thought, Lucy, you just gotta stop. You've gotta just turn up, show up, put the camera on, do it, and fight that fear. Like any other job in the world, is this a thing? I don't know. Does this just come with anything where you vaguely create something that you want to create? Does that then lead to wondering what that creation is actually contributing to anyone and anything? I'm just gonna mix in my zest. Lemon curd, 1 tablespoon of lemon curd. I think all the tablespoons are in the dishwasher. Usually with these slightly existential crises that I fall into on a regular basis, a big part of what I end up wondering is, that was just me pulling a cat hair out of the ingredients there. Let's pretend we didn't see that. A big part of what I think about is, would I be left feeling like this if I'd chosen a normal job? A teacher or a vet? I wanted to be a vet at one point. If I'd gone on to just do something creative that was still clocking in, you know, regular hours in a regular environment, not so much in my own head all the time, would I still feel like this? I think maybe yes. Like, phases of feeling like this, you're just accustomed and attuned to it and you can't help it. But I don't think it helps when I spend so much time on my own. It's probably a primary factor. And especially because I haven't been very well, so I've really been on my own quite a lot. Maybe I've got cabin fever. Is this a horror film? Is this going to be the tape that they run in the biopic of my own horror story that's about to unfold? Pour the mixture into the prepared tin, bake for 25 minutes. Oi oi. Get out of here, boy. Get into that tin. I'm gonna eat you. Yeah, I think that's all I'm getting out of that bowl. Woo! She tangy. Let's have a little look-see. Let's have a look-see what's going on here. Let me just move you out of the way, and I'll move you out of the way as well. Let's have a little look. Oh, I think we might be done. Hello, treacle. Lemon drizzle. Lemon drizzle. And might be in the midst of a quarterly life crisis here, falling into the depths of Mordor right before your eyes, but never too much of a crisis to tell you some eco-friendly cleaning tips. Never throw away your lemon. A great natural cleaner. I'll be cleaning the sink with this afterwards with a little bit of bicarb. This might be an existential crisis before your very eyes, but at least it's an eco-friendly one. You know what I mean? We've got to save this planet because we're all going to burn to death otherwise. And let's drizzle. Or shizzle. Let's drizzle that shizzle. I don't think I even know what my point was that I was trying to get across here. I was basically just urging myself to make any kind of video to overcome this fear that has developed within me. That's literally all this was. So let's not try and read too much into this. No, it's good. It's good because it stops me from being such a perfectionist with my videos. It stops me from needing everything I upload to be perfect. It's a real thing that I've got going on, as my therapist likes to remind me every single week. She really needs to loosen her tie a little. She needs to relax, she needs a pina colada, she needs to head to the Bahamas for a fortnight and just calm down. I wish I knew what this was down to. Is Mercury in retrograde? Is this some kind of shit to do with the moon? Is that what this is down to? Is anybody else going through this right now? Oh, I wish brains had an off switch. That would be really helpful. Maybe I just need to stop listening to so much true crime. Doesn't make you question things. The shortness of life, the unpredictability of life, the fact that there's so many weirdos in the world. I need to wipe the surface. I need to wipe the surfaces now. Icing. It's happened. I should have let the icing set before I cut it, and I should have also let it cool before I put the icing on. But time is of the essence, people. Time means money. So here we go. Lemon drizzle slices. I'm not gonna lie, I'm absolutely buzzing with myself for making these. Should do a taste test. I mean, the icing's literally still wet, but do I look like a girl who is in the state and the mental capacity right now to wait for her icing to set? Certainly not. Bottoms up, my friends. Oh my god. I love myself. Me and this plate. We're gonna go and have a little private time right now. See you later. Oh my god, that is so good! It's so good. I am so good. I am star baker right now. Get me on the baker. Okay. Well, I don't know what this was. I really don't. But I just needed to tell you. Just needed to turn this camera on. Just needed to make some cake. So, all three of those things resulted in this. I do apologise. I feel like this is the closest I've come so far to a meltdown. But, now I have cake. So, I mean, the next video will probably be back to normal. And this will seem like a strange dream that we all shared together. That maybe we all just had a bit of cheese on toast a bit too near bedtime. And it was a weird dream. And we're all a bit confused about what it really consisted of and whether it even really happened. But it did happen. Maybe you're going through this too. Maybe you're being affected by the moon and its tides and its strange turnings through life while you're just this tiny person on a singular planet trying to figure out, what am I doing? What is this? What am I doing? Am I doing what I want to be doing? Am I doing what everybody else wants me to be doing? Am I doing things that are good for me? And am I doing things that are good for other people? Or am I doing none of the above, and am I making decisions that aren't propelling me forwards in life? Is this you? Please do let me know, and if you have any tips and tricks for snapping out of it, although I do think this helped, just getting on with it, overcoming the overthinking and just getting on with it. Overcome the overthinking. I'm not even going to tell you to thumbs up this one. I suspect you won't. But what I would like to do is have a chat with you in the comments, because that always makes me feel a bit better. So I'll see you down there and we can all ponder together about what this really is and what life really means and what I'm doing, because I need to figure that one out. Maybe I just need some big projects. I haven't had a big project for a while. Maybe I need some big projects. So, cheers for watching me make these. Sorry I can't give you one. I put it in post, but probably get a bit squashed. Alright, well, I think I've said everything I need to say. I think I've made my points. I think you know what I mean. I think you know what I mean. Also, as a final closing point, just want to make it very clear, I still love this. I'm not going to disappear off the face of the internet. I still enjoy doing this. I love the sound of my own voice far too much to stop doing this. I just need to figure out, what's the point? Alright, well, that's Lemon Drizzle. And that's Lucy Wood. See you tomorrow. I don't know when I'll see you, but I'll see you soon, and it won't be this again. Hopefully. Goodbye.